Welcome, everybody. Al Berg here, and it's the Doggy Style Podcast, episode 28. Al Berg without Lola. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Happy Monday to everybody. It's Monday, May 21st, and finally, a spring day that feels like spring. It's a long way coming. So, got a bunch of stuff to talk about. I'm going to talk about my persuasion book. Go through a little of that, and first I'll just go over what happened today. I've written some software called Success Alarm, and when I got to work today, I had hundreds and hundreds of alarm emails, and they were all caused by some sort of bug, which I haven't been able to find. And this bug somehow spawns an alarm. So I've set up an alarm to notify me every hour. And in doing that, one of the things it has to do, it has to delete the old alarm and create a new one. So I'm not sure what's happening, but maybe it's not deleting the old one and creating a new one. So I had a lot of alarms. I had to wind up deleting my alarms. So it's going to be a tough bug to find, but I'll see if I could find it and keep looking at it. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's pretty annoying to get to work and see hundreds and hundreds of alarms that I couldn't, that were unnecessary. But the unlucky side, luckily it's no users yet. Can you imagine users getting thousands of alarms? Wouldn't be good. So it's for a very fortunate event. Sometimes something bad. Matter of fact, everything bad usually has some good aspect to it. I mean, it's hard to think that everything. I mean, I'm sure people say, yeah, what about the 6 million Jews that got killed in the Holocaust? And I'm sure if you look hard enough, you'll see something good that came out of it. And I don't mean that the Jews were killed. I mean that, maybe we have much smarter people, or maybe we've learned not to. Ooh, almost knocked the phone out of my hand. Maybe we learned not to commit genocide as much. Could be all sorts of things. So now I don't know what it is about my boss, but he triggers me somehow. Like, he gets me very angry. But he's not. When I look at what he did, it's not really a big thing. And I was thinking today, and I noticed this, and I'm sure you might know this, that a lot of anger is misdirected. So you might have a bad day at work, and you wind up taking it out on your kids or your wife or a friend or a coworker. So I feel like I must have some misdirected anger at him. And he might just represent all the bad bosses I've ever had, or all, basically takes away, a boss can take away a lot of freedom. So one of the things recently, freedom, that he took away is he recently asked me to send him my deck of PowerPoint slides before I send it out. And so I did that. And today, I sent him an email. I contacted him like 2 or 3 times. And then finally, I was thinking of not following up with him. I was considering just, let him answer it. And if he'd respond, then our deck would be late and I would blame him. And I really wanted to do that because one of the things he said to me was that he doesn't want us to remind people too much. We send them one reminder. We're not babysitters. So with this guy, I had to do exactly that. I had to babysit the guy. And I wanted to leave early today, but I was waiting for him to sign off. on this report. And so finally I gave in, called him, and I said, Kevin, that's not his real name. I said, Kevin, you have to sign off this. He's like, okay, I'll get to it. And he did pretty quickly. But he didn't even have the fucking courtesy to text me. He did it in an email. So I had to keep checking my emails. So anyway, he does a lot of micromanaging. I probably do that too. So what I do, might annoy. And I was thinking maybe some of the things he says are useful. I mean, I'm very big on what's called your boss's unwritten rules, which are just things he tells you or she tells you over and over again, or even one time. And when they tell you these things, you want to make sure you follow it. So a lot of times it's miscommunication. He's not a great communicator, especially in writing. He's very bad when he writes things. He's much better in person or over the phone. So, yeah, so he does micromanage. Matter of fact, today, somebody sent an email that he was copied on, and I was going to respond to it, but then I had to go to the guy and talk to him in person, because had I responded to it, he would have picked on something that I said in the email. Almost anything. So I decided to just go to the guy and tell him I can't really do this because my boss doesn't want me to work on this kind of stuff, and so you should go to him. So it's a real pain in the ass that it used to be somebody would send me a request and I would be able to do it for them. And now, every little thing, he's got to decide what's the priority, but I guess that's what bosses are supposed to do. Okay. Next thing I have is what I call a middle urinal asshole. And what that means is there's a guy that I know that a coworker works for and doesn't like him. And he did what I call the middle urinal asshole. And what that is 3 urinals, and he stands in the middle one. So if you have any sense, you'll always stand if there's 3, you'll stand either on the right side or the left side and leave the middle open, so that way somebody doesn't have to stand next to you. So anyway, I kind of judge people if they do that. I always want to, after they go wash their hands, I want to stand like next to them really close and invade their space. Funny enough, I was in Buffalo and yesterday, and on the way home, I stopped in I think it was maybe a Burger King, McDonald's or something, and there were 2 urinals, but they were way too close to each other with no urinal protector. So I decided, when I see this, I usually go into the toilet. So I opened the toilet door, and somebody had forgot to lock the door. So it seemed like a little kid, and it was a men's room, but I wasn't sure if it was a male or female. So I just thought that was kind of funny. Now, another thing that angers me, and I'm trying to figure out why, is a lot of people, that we have closet doors at work. And, coat closet, there's a supply closet, and people don't close these closets. And I'm not sure why it bothers me. I'm not the cleanest person, but it angers me. Like, why can't they close it? So I wind up closing them a lot. Now, one of the things I like to do is not be concerned with whether a closet door is open or closed. It really doesn't matter. Like, why should I be angry? So here's another example, I think, of misdirected anger. So take a look at things you're angry at. Do they make sense? Or if they do make sense, what are you really angry at? So I would say with that particular one, it probably has to do with control. I don't like when people control me. I mean, I guess it's kind of like a freedom thing. You do what you want. And my boss has recently taken away a lot of freedom. I use the term FAH, fucking asshole. And I seem to be saying it a lot to myself. Oh, that fucking asshole. So, I'm not sure what's causing this, but I have a feeling it's not really him. That there's something else I'm angry about. Maybe it's something in my past, or, I mean, it just seems like it's something else. So this is one thing I'm going to be aware of and try to not get so upset if the closets are open. I mean, I'm not getting that upset. I've kind of thought, there's two things I could do. I could just close them and that's it. That's my job and I'll just do it. But I kind of want to see who leaves them open. I mean, I'm just thinking, what kind of person opens a closet at work and just leaves it open? It's just a weird thing. So, but anyway. Another thing, and again, I'm sorry if this is being negative energy. I don't mean to. Part of the reason for this podcast is just for me to work out my ideas and my thoughts, what I'm thinking about. You can fast forward over this if you want. I'll put a link of where the persuasion stuff starts instead of the complaining. So, one thing is I hate to wait. I've talked about previously how I have to run things, inquiries, and wait. I don't like that. And I didn't like that I had to wait for my boss to sign off, because it's kind of an unfinished thing, something that's not complete. So I had to kind of keep it in my mind and process it. Just crossing the street and being a little more careful. It is dangerous talking, and so I didn't say, but I'm actually looking at the Empire State Building right now. I'll take a picture of it. You see what I'm seeing. I'm walking in New York City right now. It's a nice blue sky. Yeah, so I'm heading to the High Line. It's going to be my about an hour walk instead of a 20-minute walk to the station. My weight, which I'll talk a little bit about in a second, has skyrocketed. Yeah, so it was one of these things, back to the sign off, that I was so tempted to just let it be late. But I know I would have gotten in trouble somehow. So here's a boss telling me, don't remind people. They have to be responsible. And I had to remind him 3 times. And I really don't think he would have done it had I not done it that way. So there's again a choice. I don't mind reminding people. I mean, it's frustrating. I wish people would get back to me. I wish people would do stuff ahead of time and without being asked, but the reality is people don't. There's a lot of people who are very busy, don't have good systems, don't follow up, and the one saying I like more than one saying, but a saying that I like is the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So if you're dealing with somebody who's busy, if you wait for them, you might never get the stuff done. You have to remind people, you have to squeak, because you're that squeaky wheel and you'll get some grease. I'm on 34th Street right now, and more building going on here. So I talk a little bit about my weight. So I've been on a diet, and the diet is called the XL diet, where I try to lose a pound a week, and it was working until I went to pick up my son in Buffalo. So on Saturday morning, I drove up to Buffalo, stayed overnight, and then drove back with him. And one particular thing that happened was I didn't prepare. So on a diet, you have to be prepared. So had I prepared, I would have probably been done better. Hmm. I can't go. I was going to walk a certain way to the High Line, but I can't really. Don't really have the time. So had I prepared and brought protein bars, I wouldn't have had the horrible snacks I had. And also, I wasn't really aware of my weight. I typically, one way to make sure you don't gain too much weight is weigh yourself every day. And if you're on a vacation or on a trip, you want to bring your scale with you. And the reason for that is that I gained basically 5 pounds in 2 days. Now you can say it's water weight or whatever you want to say. It is. Wait. Hmm. Jesus Christ. Yeah, so you could say whatever you want to say it is. Water weight is something. It's still 5 pounds. And I'll post a chart of my weight kickoff. So I'm basically over 5 pounds behind my goal of losing a pound a week. Now, a lot of people could give up, but I'm not going to give up. I'm going to work on this until I. Okay, now I have to cross back. They closed the sidewalk on the side of the street I was on. Yeah, so I'm not going to give up. So the whole goal to lose a pound a week, it's pretty simple when you really understand it. 1 pound is 3,500 calories. There's 7 days in a week. 7 times 500 is 3,500. So you have to lose or use up 500 more calories than you take in. And you can do that two ways. You could burn more. You could burn, say, 500 calories and eat the same. Eat 500 calories less. Or you can do a combination. Say, eat, as I'm running right now. Or you can eat 300 calories less and burn off 200 calories more. So there's a whole bunch of combinations, but once you realize that it's just 500 calories, which isn't that much, and for the most part, I would say most of us are just doing little things. So if you could find one little thing to change, just that one little freaking thing can make the difference. So one of the things I've changed, instead of walking to the train station my normal way, I turned it into an hour walk. So from a 15-20 minute walk, it's become an hour walk. And just that little thing. Another little thing I've added is try not to eat cheese. Try to reduce the calories. And I do this whenever I'm behind my goal. So this part of my software is a little bit better than my alarms. It's a little embarrassing, but I do have to fix that alarm. Fortunately, nobody's using it yet, which is what you can call a break-in period. So if you do have a new product, you do want to think about it, the break-in, how, you don't want too many new users. I mean, what if I had thousands of users on this product that has a bug in it. Would have been pretty bad. So, the reputation is gone. So, one of the things I might do is turn off that stand-up alarm or spend a lot of time debugging it, figuring out what's causing, which makes it's pretty hard. Okay, I'm on the High Line now. Very crowded. And unfortunately, by talking to you, or to myself, I lose the beauty of it. It really is beautiful. And if you ever are on the High Line and want to meet me, I usually walk it around 5 p.m. or right now it's 5:20. And I guess the way you would notice me is a guy with a headset and talking to himself. So what else we got here? Yeah, so in terms of the dieting, it's really a lot of it is being prepared. Buying the right foods, having the right foods available. Yeah, it's such a nice day. It's getting really crowded here. And unfortunately, I have to zoom through here. One day, one of these days, I will stop here, maybe have a drink, and just enjoy. Maybe, who knows, maybe I'll interview somebody. And so one of the things I have to do is come up with questions to ask people. And I do probably need a better setup. I don't know if I want to videotape them or just do a sound one. Yeah, so oh, it's a nice butterfly. Let's see if I get a picture of it. Probably be gone by the time. Wait, maybe not. I don't know if it came out. Oh, jeez. Fuck. Hate that. Jesus Christ. Okay, so my phone's battery is bad, and if I take a picture like I just did, my phone shuts down when the battery's low, and it's pretty low right now. So no more pictures, unfortunately, and I forget to charge up the phone. So this is an example of success alarm. I can use it. I can set an alarm at 3 p.m. Charge my phone. Might be one thing. I could also get a new phone. Yeah, so I was just talking about the diet. And yeah, really, preparation is really key. Habits and preparation, and almost the habit of preparation. You have to know yourself. And I know if I had a bunch of protein bars, it would have been much easier than to avoid certain foods. And also if I had my scale, which I did not bring. Oops, sorry. Yeah, so one way you can stress yourself is by reacting to events that are beyond your control. So if you get stuck in traffic, there's really little you can do about that. There are other events, you might have a boss. The best advice I have for myself is if something's stressing you, you're kind of have a warped view of the world. You assume that the world is different than it really is. For the most part, the world is not it's not good for the most part. I think most things will be risky or you'll have trouble. It won't be as clean, as nice as you want. You'll have a bad boss. You'll have fights with a spouse. You'll get somebody angry. Somebody will talk too loud. So, as an example, one way I do prepare for people that talk too loud, I always carry uh, noise-canceling headphones with me and try to, excuse me, and try to have some music so if somebody's talking too loud, it doesn't bother me. I mean, at work it really works well, but it can't work for everybody. And I know it must annoy people because of leakage. Yeah, so another issue today is I lost access to a server I normally had access to, and I do find this frustrating. Um, it wasn't that important, I guess, but I had set up some things on a server, and all of a sudden the access disappeared. And of course, luckily I did copy my boss because he was aware of other people having a similar problem. So there seems to be some sort of problem. I need to follow up tomorrow and find out how do I get this access back. So one funny thing is I had a cup of coffee near my keyboard and I thought, oh, I better be careful. I was a little clumsy today. I spilled some coffee early in the morning. So I moved the cup, picked it up, moved it away from my keyboard and put it pretty far away. And funny enough, I put it down, the coffee kind of bounced out of the cup and got all over, spilled in a way. The cup didn't fall. Moving it did spill the coffee. Okay, it is getting pretty crowded here. I'm by and I would take a picture. Something says Bisaza. I'm not sure what street it's on, but there's some choke points on the High Line, unfortunately. I do have to walk fast. Unfortunately, I don't have my camera working. And there are a lot of tourists up here, very few native New Yorkers, I'd say. So getting back to the weight, I find it's very easy. Sorry. It's very easy to gain weight. It takes so much time and effort to lose weight. But just eating some junk food and boom, 2 days, 5 pounds. So losing access, it's an annoyance, but it does happen. And be better off if I just accept it. I don't have access. I have to do something else. So it's a good rule to always have other things to do. Okay, so another safety tip that I noticed today is when in Manhattan or anywhere, I guess, in Manhattan, a lot of people will cut across the street, not walk at the crosswalk, not cross at the crosswalk. And this is dangerous. And one thing you should do is you should look for parked cars that are about to pull out, because I've seen it happen a few times where you didn't expect them, and they may not expect you. So you want to, while you're crossing, check not just the cars. Okay, that's interesting. I thought I was recording a podcast and probably the last 15 minutes were gone. Um, I'm not sure where I left off. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, so I'm walking up Ninth Avenue and I'm coming by the Chelsea Market, which is interesting. Nothing great there. Kind of an indoor, it says fruits and vegetables, meats, baked goods. I guess they sell a lot of food products. So I'll go right to the persuasion stuff because that's where I was up to, and I was gonna pause this. Okay, so I got the um, I got my list up. Let me go through a little bit of my persuasion book. Okay, so something called a microaggression, and I just want to do a little research on it. And I could see the point of it. I do understand something about it. That you ask somebody where you're from. I don't know if it's an aggression, but I could see the point they're trying to make. They're saying these little things you do might affect somebody, but it just seems like it's overboard, or I don't know if overboard's the right term. Just taking something too far. Um, sometimes I have another one that I don't know what it is, but it says humans sometimes behave in a mechanical, tape-activated way. Um, I'm going to just guess that that means that we have programs that I do A, I give the input to another human of A, and they'll react a certain way. Or if I do B, they'll do something else. So just that these programs that people have on how they react are probably written up by somebody. I'm sure somebody studied, for example, emotions, anger, and other things. Now, I'm not sure with this one, why is this one persuasive, but it says, what would it be like if? So I'm going to just try to do a couple of ifs. What would it be like if I was the boss? I don't know, probably wouldn't be any better. More stressful. Um, more, maybe more annoyances. I'd have to deal with people that were higher up. Maybe I don't really want that. I might not be able to program. Have to review people. What would it be like if I could fly? I guess I'd be flying right now and not running through the street. Won't be as crowded. Of course. Um, Oy. What would it be like if I was the smartest person in the world? Probably be lonely. Don't know if the smartest person would be rich. Certainly would be on TV. And being the smartest person in the world would mean I would have invented things or understood things or saw patterns no one else sees, have all facts at the tip of my tongue. So you can play that game also. Another persuasion technique, not that those the first ones were persuasive, is if you're vague in details, sometimes people want to know more. So if you give a headline that's basically says something, vagueness might be better because it might get somebody want to find out what you're talking about. So there is I've seen what I would call a vague tweet, and you'll see it a lot where it makes you click it because you want to find out what they're talking about. You won't believe what this woman did, or 5 unbelievable ways to eat food and lose weight, for example. I have something on fairness. And I know fairness has been bothering me because I kind of feel at work it's not fair that a lot of people have a higher title than I do, yet I feel smarter than them, feel like I do a better job than them. So there's only 2 possibilities. Either I don't, or I'm not persuasive enough to show that I do. Or I'm doing something that's preventing that these people aren't doing, or something about me in general. Whether it's a physical thing, I guess it could be. Or something else. It could be. Idea. Oh, that little hi there, so a little doggy. I guess as a doggy style podcast, I should probably talk to people that have dogs. You know, take a picture of the dog, ask them questions about the dog. I mean, I think that people would probably want that. They don't necessarily want to show their face. Could do a video. So, in terms of fairness, I have something written. I have actually a link to, there's a video on the internet. You probably find this, so it's not even, it was removed, where they give 2 monkeys treats for doing some activity. One monkey gets a piece of candy and the other one gets some crappy fruit or something the monkey doesn't want. and the monkey sees that one monkey doing the same task got this delicious piece of candy, and he gets very angry and starts throwing. So some people say that primates and even monkeys are aware of the concept of fairness. Now there's a whole thing of society of how is it fair that Jeff Bezos has $100 billion, which is probably more than some countries. I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one. But I do know that when they've tried to make things fair and utopian, it's backfired. It's something called communism. So I'll go through some more. So fairness is a program in our brain that can evoke anger. And right now I can't see because it's too bright. So in terms of persuasion, if you treat people unfairly, you can reduce the cooperation you get. I can't really read this. Okay, so I'll skip. It's too much to read, so I'll skip that. Maybe I'll come back to it or post it, a link to it. Wait. I'm getting close to the end of the podcast, so probably should start signing off. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna run because this is the last street, and I'm probably close. Sorry. Ah, shit. Whew. Hopefully my back's not open. Anyway, this is Al Berg, signing off as I enter Penn Station. Hope everybody has a great day. Take care. We'll see you next time. Okay, we're back. This time I have Lola with me, and Lola was just about 2 feet away from her wabbit, and she was in her hunting mode. I think she might have been able to get it. I don't know. It was possible. She was so close to it. It's so close to it, but what would she do with it? It would be kind of cruel, though. It's a little cold. It got chilly now, so I'm back in Long Island with Lola. We're going on her walk. It should be a short walk. And I'll continue to go through my persuasion book. It's kind of funny because I had all these chapters, yet it needs a lot of work. Well, what I've done is anytime I thought of something that was persuasive, I wrote it down, added it to a list. So let's bring that list up. Okay, I'll have to set it up. I'm just going to go through it. Whatever, I'll go through it in order this time. Oh, I gotta clear that. Okay, so first I have persuasive headings. And this is a list of 8 items that I thought were persuasive. Best, dot, 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 dot. Hidden. So if anything's hidden, you want to know what it is. It's hidden. Hidden dangers. Ooh, that's a good one. I like that one. Hidden dangers. So you can add these to anything. So I would suggest, and I'm going to do this, I'll add a list, is we can even, with some randomness, We can put things we're interested in. I'm interested in Excel, for example, so I could do hidden dangers of not knowing Excel or something like that. Hidden features of Excel. So I think that's a really good one. 15 reasons to date a single mom. Now, I would suggest, I mean, not that I would date a single mom, but it just sounded interesting. I like that. So 15 reasons to something, just something that doesn't make sense. So you could change date and single mom to two different things. So it would be a verb to kill. I mean, and then just I'm going to do this. I'll show it to you when it's done, but I will make lists and put together random words with it. Shocking 1995 video surfaces of Obama revealing who he dot dot dot. So shocking. Oh, there's another dog here that barks a lot, so we'll probably hear some barking. It's got cold out, Lola. You right? So this is the doggy style podcast. So there's a doggy over there. Look, there's a doggy. You coming? You don't like that dog? You want to say hello? No, she doesn't like the barking. Woof. Yes, it is a woman that doesn't know how to control a dog. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a nasty barking dog. I want to just see her. Aw. Somehow I get the feeling the dog. Slow down. Wait for me. Wait for me. No, don't go in the grass. No, 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 no. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Come on. Come on. Come on. Leave it alone. No, no, no. You can't go there right now. Come on. Come on. We're going to have to come back later. Come, let's go across. Come on. Come on. Wait, wait, wait. There's a car. Wait, wait, wait. Come back. Didn't you see the car? Did you see the car? Hey, so there's a car coming. I started into the street, and then he kept going. If he was a nice person, he would have let me. I was going to use the FAH term on this guy in a white Jeep. I mean, I was in the street. He could have stopped and let me go. People are rude. Okay, so back to my list. The horrible truth about dot dot dot. Oh, I like these. These are really good. I don't know if people will click them, but I should test them and see how well they work. And I wonder if I could title a book with something like this. The video mainstream news absolutely does not want you and to watch, probably, or something like that. Why I changed my mind on climate change. So these are all, I thought those were all pretty good. So those I felt were persuasive headings that they somehow wanted me, they didn't want me, but I wanted to click them because I wanted to hear more information. Okay, so the next one is somebody said to me, I said something, and the person said to me, "You're so funny." So, and another a guy I know just said that to me also. So that's a very it creates a likability because when someone tells you you're so funny, that's a compliment. It's actually a subtle compliment. Wait, come over here. Let's go on the street. You want to wait? Let these people pass. Come over here. Wait here. Come over here. Come over. Let the people pass. Let the people go by. You wait here. Wait here. Hi. Okay. Um, so some people we're on a sidewalk now, and to not be rude, you're on a sidewalk with a dog. You probably should step aside and let the people get by. Yeah. So somebody says, "You crack me up. You're so funny." That's a real compliment. So, I mean, you shouldn't say it if it's not true, but you will get people. People will like you. Next one I have is somebody wrote, I'm not sure. Oh, maybe it was a class on write the best tweet ever. So I thought that was pretty good. So you could do that with anything. Write the best any book ever, or do something to do whatever whether it's right or play or anything, the best something. Um, okay, this one says I probably got this from Scott Adam, and it says thinking past the sale, keep America great. So thinking past the sale, Scott Adams talks about this a lot. Is that keep America great is saying that America's already great. Um, and I think this is supposed to be Trump's new. I think it's supposed to be Trump's new motto. No, no, no. You gotta go. You can't go in there. Come here. You can't go in there. Where you going? You can't go in there. Come on. Make out here. Let's go. Come on. Come this way. So that's so that's an interesting one. Thinking past the sale. Come on. We're not going inside now. Come on. We'll walk around. We'll come through the other way. Come on. Yeah. So thinking past the sales. Scott Adams talks about this a lot. So whatever you're saying or presenting, it's already done. Um, I don't know if I have a better example than that one. Keep America great. America's already great. So I guess keep anything. Come on. Okay, so a coworker was eating lunch at a late hour, and I said, "You're eating now?" Which was kind of making fun of her. So I thought that was a bad. I thought that was a bad comment. That could have been better. Not here. You can't go here. Come on. You can't go here. We're gonna walk around. No, keep going. Come on. Come on. Come this way. No, not here. No, no, not here. No. So there's a guy mowing his lawn, and Lola has to poop, and she's trying to poop on his lawn. You can't go here. We got to go further down. Oh my God. Hey, somebody that hasn't mowed their lawn. It's weird. Okay, so yeah, so making comments about somebody's behavior is a bad idea. Somebody was just eating, and here I was commenting on how I was commenting on how their behavior was weird. So not a good idea. Okay, so I'm gonna pause this a second. Hmm. Okay, let's continue. Hey, my shoelace got untied. So one thing, there's a group of guys at work that go out for drinks, but they've never invited me. So the question is, how do I get invited? Um, I'm not sure. So people just have cliques, and it's just maybe I'm not part of their clique. Um, one way is to ask somebody if you want to go out to lunch or something, do something with somebody. Um, so I talked a little bit about anger before, and I was a little angry. I don't feel angry at a coworker, and I have a question of why am I angry at him? So I have a list here. I wrote down some notes. Number one is he makes me feel like he's trying to take over my job. So if you do have a job, you never want your boss to feel like you want his job or her job. It's kind of a very bad way of dealing with people. Yes, you don't want that to happen. You don't want. I don't want to feel like, I don't want to feel like somebody's taking my job. And he was doing that. So now I'm not sure. I can't give you exact details. Um, Next one is that I felt like he didn't thank me. Come here. Come here. Where you going? 1 second. You stay over here. You better not run away. You stay near me. Stay near me. Too far. Too far. Slow down. Slow down. Good girl. You don't like these cookies? Look, I do have a treat. Look what I have. I have this one. Okay. Okay. Wait. I'll show you. You could go run. If you want to stay, you can run down here. Go ahead. You go down over here. No. 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 Yeah. Wait. Down. Go this way. Go that way. Go run. Go ahead. You could go run this way. Go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Go. 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 So. Wait. Okay. So we're at the park. We're gonna walk. What are you doing? You want me? You stay there. You stay there. I'll toss it. Okay. I don't have many treats for you. Okay. You ready? Wait. Come here. Come here. You don't like this one? You don't like this one? Is it good? Okay. So just let me continue. So don't make your boss think you want to take his job. Um, One thing he did, which I have to think about this, is wait. Okay, slower. Come here. We're gonna practice. Come here. No, no. Okay, stop. Watch. You're gonna learn how to do this. You can't run up to the rabbit. There's a rabbit over here. Wait, no, no, it's over here. Slow, slow. No, no, slow down. Come on, let's go. Slow. No, no, too fast. Slow down. Look, see, you already scared it. You see, you already scared it. You already scared the rabbit. Okay. You scared it already. You ran too fast. See already. Go get it. It's over there by the fence. Okay, ready? Go get it. It's over here. It's over here. Over here. Over here. No, over here. Poopy. Poopy poppy. Somewhere over here. Go find it. No, I think it's over here. You got it? Yay, good job. Good job. Come on. Yeah, you got it. Good job. Ooh, it's cold. It got cold out. Come on. Am I even recording? I don't even know. So Lola, I'm trying to teach Lola how to hunt for rabbits, and she runs sometimes. She's having fun. She's doing a happy run. It's great to see her running like that. She didn't seem to be feeling well lately. Actually, we took her to the vet the other day and weighed her, and she was 73 pounds, which I'm trying to get her to lose some weight, and it doesn't seem to be working. Um, she's a beautiful dog, like most people with dogs will tell you. But I think my dog is special. You are special. Okay, I'm going to take a picture. Hopefully the battery won't go dead. Hopefully the battery won't go dead. Wait. Oh, she was. Lola, come here. Look at me. She loves to scratch her back. She's scratching her back right now. He's so funny. I always find that funny. Okay, so where were we? Oh yeah, so we were just talking about persuasion. Yeah, so these are just notes I wrote down, and you can, if somebody ever does something that bothers you in any way, that's a technique for persuasion, because it might be making you not like them. It might be making you like them, and you want to record these things. You want to learn from your experiences. Listen to your gut. Listen to what makes you feel good. What makes you feel bad? Somebody says something. Why are you feeling bad? How are they phrasing it? And as a suggestion, if you just can't figure it out, tape record your session. You don't have to let people know you're taping it, um, but tape record the session. or whatever you're discussing with somebody and then play it back. But that's the hard part. It's easier to say to do these things. It's very hard to actually take the time out um, and do it. Oh, we're getting bit up. Okay, it's mosquito season. Okay, we got to go back. Um, so he didn't thank me once. I felt bad. I gave him some software, and I kind of felt like he didn't thank me. Very important concept is to thank people. I asked him to do something. He says, I need approval from our boss. So that like pissed me off. It's like he basically turned down an order of mine. What are you doing? Okay, stay there. Stay. That's a good picture. Stay there. Stay. Stay. Okay, wait, wait. Okay, go find it. It's over here. It's over here. Where is it? It's over here. You got it? You got it. Good job. Good job. Come on. Okay. Okay. I have to get home by 8 o'clock, otherwise my family is going to go out for dinner without me. Such a hard thing. This is probably one of the key things to dieting is being able to go out for dinner and order the lowest calorie thing on the menu with the least carbs. Okay, come here, booby. Lolly. Oi. What are you rubbing in? She sometimes she does this. Oi. This is more. What are you doing? Hey, hey, hey. What? Oh, what are you doing? Come on. Where's that thing? Are you rubbing in something you're not supposed to be rubbing in? You such a cutie pie. Okay, let's go home. Let's go see mommy. Come on. I don't see anything there, but she just does this rub. She's not going to want to go the way I want to go. Come on, we're going this way. We're going this way. Come on. We'll cross. If you want to cross, we can cross. Okay, so I need approval from the boss. I don't know. It pissed me off. Yeah, and I just wrote to myself that I'm writing this list to make sure I don't do this. So that's another thing. Like what my boss does and what a worker does for me, I got to think about, am I doing this? Very important. These are very important lessons because if it's pissing me off that what my boss does and I do it to somebody who works for me, it's not good. Okay. So another thing, I don't know if it's jealousy, but basically my boss is trying to take work away from me and give it to this guy. So I don't know, that kind of pissed me off. Uh, and the thing that pissed me off a lot was that I kind of automated this stuff, so all he has to do is press buttons and get credit for everything, which I didn't like. Yeah, I'm not sure what that one is. Yeah, so I again, the anger was, I do work and he gets credit. Now, this might have happened with one of my coworkers who wrote a lot of the SQL queries that I use. So it's possible he could be angry at me at, come this way. So, yeah, so you got to watch that. You got to watch all of these things that piss you off or piss me off. Am I doing this to somebody else? Yeah, so this is a whole other thing of IP, or I was going to say internet protocol, but it's not that. Um, yeah, your IP is your, I can't remember what IP stands for. I'll look it up. Yeah, so IP is intellectual property. So I have things that I've done, and I didn't realize it, but it's important to save this, to not give this away. Now, it's especially important if you're rated against these people. So my raise and my position is depends on how well this guy does. So if I'm giving him my intellectual property, then he just takes it. So one thing I'm going to do, I have to just remember this, is that I have to separate the code that he gets from me and the code that I could run. So this way, if I develop something that's really helpful, I'm the only one that can run it. He doesn't have to know about it. And then that way, if he does something, it takes him much longer than it takes me, so I look better. And now I hate doing this. I wish I didn't have to do this, but when it comes down to it, if he's my competition. I mean, truly, if he does a great job, he's rated better than me. I don't get a high of a raise. Um, I'm only valuable compared to my other coworkers. So I could be the greatest worker, the smartest person, but if there are people greater than me and smarter than me, I get no raise. So yeah, so that's the thought about that. Yeah, so I got to really start doing that, this IP. And when I figure stuff out, like for example, today my boss asked me of what version of a certain software am I using, and what I said to him, I was honest to him. You doing? Ah, I like to check them out. It's funny their behavior. Are they crazy? Oh, so cute, so cute. We really should get her a buddy. Yeah, have you found that worked out well? Two dogs. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, yeah. That's good. She's not crazy about other dogs though. It's, okay. Oh, so and how did he treat it? So he treated. Oh, it's interesting. Yeah, because he's yeah, yeah. His French bull. What is it? A French bull? Yeah, they're tough dogs, right? Yeah, they look built. Yeah, yeah. Right, right, right. Really, he's not afraid. No, they're tough. They're tough. No fear of nothing. I think that's I've heard that. Yeah, if I raise my voice, she's looking at a rabbit right now, I think. It's really cool how she hunts them, and she's like does that, that like that lion thing, and she was just I'm a little afraid because she gets like about two. She's definitely I don't know, her tail's down. I usually her tail would be up if she saw something, but she does that that hunting thing, and I'm afraid because she like at the very end she lunges, and then this, I don't want to snap her neck, with this thing. So I try. Anyway, we got to run. Oh my God. I don't know what to do. Like if she caught one, I wouldn't even know. Like does she? Is she? I know. I've seen them run. I've seen her chase them. No, but she was literally. I mean, she was closer. I mean, there's, you see how close she could. There must be a rabbit there. But she was like right here, and there was a rabbit at the tree. I mean, she was literally looking at the rabbit. You're probably right. I've seen how fast rabbits are really fast. Yeah, yeah. I know. I've seen, and they not even close. And it's amazing how fast they do run when they chase. I mean, it's like a different gear. It's like, you see them running, it's like, oh, they're running. It's like they go after that rabbit and they get so intense. It's so, yeah, yeah, I know. Though I've yelled at her and she'll stop. Like I see it, like I see her taking off. It's like, that he'll be gone. Doesn't listen. Take care. Oh, so that was a neighbor. Come on. You were looking like you saw a rabbit, huh? We were talking about our dogs. I forget his name and the dog's name. Okay, so let's see what we have. Can't think of. I see. Okay, so this is an annoying. Oh, there's a rabbit. You see a rabbit. Okay, so let's do it slowly. Slow. Come on, slow. You can't go fast. Come on, slow. Slow, slow. Come on. Yeah, slow. That's good. That's good. Like you don't care. No, like you don't care. Too fast. Too fast. Slow down. Slow down. Too fast. Oh, that's a little one. Slow down. Wait a second. Wait a second. Where'd the rabbit go? Where'd the rabbit go? Where'd the rabbit go? Where'd the rabbit go? Okay, it's gone. It's gone. Okay, so there's another rabbit. That's what she was smelling before. Yeah, okay, so I wrote here, I can't think of anything more annoying than I say to my wife, I want to take a nap, and I get back, really? And have to explain myself. So I don't know. I'm 58 years old. I get tired for whatever reason, and sometimes I want to take a nap. And so that's a bad. There's another rabbit here. That's good girl. That's a good right. That's right. Slow. Slow. You stay. Stop. Stay. You stay. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Come on. Come on. Okay. Okay. Okay, they're still home. Wait. Whoa, what? Was there a rabbit here? Is there a rabbit here? Okay. Was there a cat here? What happened? Okay, anyway, that's it for now. We'll talk to you later.